Hello, everyone. It's Jazz. That's me. Thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in. Now, I came across some stuff on David Nino Rodriguez. David Nino Rodriguez is a former heavyweight boxer. He was formerly ranked number 13 in the world by the WBC and number 12 by the WBA, while 11 in the world by the IBA. He defeated former number one contender Owen Beck in El Paso, and he won the Mexican heavyweight championship. The reason why I'm bringing up David is because about a year ago, David went on a rant and he picked up his phone and just decided to discuss the things that he was introduced to, but not all the way introduced to. Um, he explained in the interview that I heard basically that he was tired of it and he just felt like if he needed to, this is what he needed to be sober, this is what he needed to be right with God. So he needed to get this out there. So I want to share with you guys what he had to say and how he actually is backing Lin Wood claims. So let's get into it. So I am going to play this and I'm going to show you a little bit of this interview that he had with True Reporting. Okay.
True reporting.
How's it going, brother? Man, good to be here.
Absolutely.
Just to be clear, and I've said this before, you're like one of the last interviews I'm doing on this subject, man.
Well,
So just let's go for it because this is it. This is the last one.
last one. We made it in, guys. So I'm stoked that we're all here together. If you have not yet, please go ahead, subscribe, share. Guys, definitely hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button yet, you're late. You need to do it now because this is going to be a banger, my friends, a banger. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. A lot of people know of you. A lot of people don't know of you. So I think from the YouTube video you put out there, I think people were like, "Oh wow, like this guy has a foot inside this realm, more than a foot, really, inside this realm of the elite." You came at us and you're dropping truth bombs. Where a lot of people are following you at this point. Can you tell us how like everything started off with you, like career wise? You can speed it up if you want to before we get into where we get into the in depth part of it all.
Yeah, well, I was a top heavyweight prospect coming up in the boxing world and the sports world. Turned pro when I was 21 and just was knocking out everybody. First round knockouts. I piled up more first round knockouts than anybody in the division. And I had that great white hype, and then I had the Mexican following. So I had that all that hype behind me when I was coming up. So and I was traveling all over the world to training camps, sparring with some of the best fighters in the world. And I'd be in Germany or I'd be in, I'd fight in Mexico, all over the States, and then go to different training camps in LA, Vegas. So I was constantly like a nomad, I was constantly moving around fighting, piled up a record of 36-0, 34 knockouts, and just was riding this high horse and just a cocky, arrogant fighter like we all are when we're boxing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not anymore though.
Sure.
Been humbled. Been very, very, very humbled. But it was just a really exciting, emotional roller coaster of a career, man. And it all ended one night when I was coming out of a bar, celebrating my sixth heavyweight championship fight, getting ready to, make a bid for the heavyweight championship of the world. And I was walking out of a bar and some thugs came behind me and slit my throat from my ear all the way to my lip. And all of this came off. And one of my friends saw it happen and came running. And at that point, all the blood was pouring out of my neck. And like, I'm talking, it was.
So basically, this is when he decided that he was going to change his life. So um, I'm not gonna play the whole interview, but I just wanted you to hear the fact that he did confirm that he did have, he was coming up in the world and he was, basically like going to be the heavyweight champion of the world, and how he had, basically he was around the likes of these people. Um, if you want to watch this video in depth, I will put it in the description box. But I'm gonna get into what he said about Lin Wood. I just wanted you to get a brief description of who he is. Now, this is what he says about Lin Wood.
What's up, folks? I want to come on here real quick and give you my thoughts on Lin Wood, because I've been reading a lot of Lin Wood's tweets, and I think the guy's over the target, and he may be facing some kind of ridicule or backlash from people, but that's okay. We don't need you. What's happening is, to me, is I think he's opening the floodgates. He's opening the floodgates to what's really happening, to the corruption in DC.
To what's really happening to the corruption in DC. He lays it out. David is saying it. This is from somebody that was in that world at one point. So,
And I think he's being allowed to do this. So far, we haven't heard anything from Trump trying to distance himself from this man. We haven't heard anything from the people he's accused. Nothing at all. They have not fired back, not once. Even Pence hasn't said anything. I mean, this guy's calling out everybody. This guy works hand in hand with Cindy Powell, okay? I think he's being allowed to open up the floodgates to the crime, to what's happening. And I think he should be taken serious. I think he's a true patriot. And like I said, he's being allowed to do this. I think on January 6th, however this plays out, something big's coming, because Lin Wood is being put to use. He's being put to use, and I think that
I agree with what he's saying. He's being put to use. He's saying these things and nobody is disputing him. Not even Twitter is putting little, this can be disputed under his claims. So
there's something bigger to this picture. There's something bigger to this picture. Another thing is, how the hell is big tech not censoring this guy?
exactly.
How is big tech not censoring this guy? Something's up. Something's up. And this is a defamation lawyer that's doing this, okay? This is not some slapdick. This is not some slapdick on his fucking couch. This is a defamation lawyer who's worked with Trump and Cindy Powell, who's making these. I don't find them unbelievable because I know about all this. I've known about this for a year now. But these statements, these accusations, what would sound outrageous to most of you are not outrageous to me. So I'm backing Lin Wood 100% on this. I think what he's.
You heard him. He said they're not outrageous to him. They, these claims might sound outrageous to us, but they're not outrageous to him because he already knows about this world and he's already like put the information out there and he's disgusted with it as well.
Doing is courageous and he's a true patriot. So I think something big's brewing. I think those of you going to Washington, D.C., be careful, but I think you're going there for a reason bigger than what we know. Bigger than what we know. And I think Lin Wood is just a precursor to something bigger that's going to be happening. He's basically, in my opinion, being allowed to open the floodgates for everybody. I for all the shit, the huge shitstorm that's coming. Look what he's doing, how he's calling out these people and nothing. It's quiet. It's crickets. There's only people saying, oh, this guy's crazy. This guy's nutty. This guy.
Exactly. Because if you can't prove that he's not telling you the truth, what are you going to do? You're going to try to discredit somebody, right? You're going to try to say that they're crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. This person is off their, off their medication. This guy's crazy. He's this. He does drugs. He does that. You know, people put stuff out there to make you look crazy.
Guy's a little bit over here. No, they're saying that, but they're not coming out and firing back. You don't have Justice Roberts. You don't have Pence. You don't have any of these people that he's called out by name firing back at him at all. You don't have Trump distancing himself from them at all. The biggest thing that I can't believe is big tech's not even censoring this guy. So what's going on there? What's going on with big tech where they're not even censoring this guy? Like he's allowed free reign. So I just wanted to put this out there that I think something bigger is at play here, and I think we all need to be ready because I look at this as we're winning 100%. This is a sign to me that we are winning. All right, I'm going to leave this up for a little while and probably take it down. You know how I do. I got some cool interviews getting ready to go up on Nino's Corner.tv. We have a really cool interview coming up on Dark to Light with me and Laura Eisenhower. If you're not part of Dark to Light yet, be a part of it. It's a great family. It's a great community.
So, what do you guys think? This is coming from a professional boxer that was in the industry, and obviously he's been around these type of people. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Lin Wood is onto something? Do you think that David is right for backing him? Um, I've been saying it. I've been saying this for about what? This is like the fifth video I've done on Linwood or fourth. I'm not sure. But I know that I've been saying that. I've been saying that. I'm like, he's a lawyer. He knows the law. So he knows that he can get sued. And like he said in one of his posts on Twitter, that if he puts out false information, he quickly tries to go back and say the correct information. So he hasn't done that with the stuff that I have reported on about Epstein, about Chief Justice John Roberts. He has not gone back on any of that. He hasn't gone back on Cappy. He hasn't gone back on anything that he has said. So let me know what you guys think. Once again, I appreciate you guys subscribing. Um, like I said, leave some comments and let's get into a discussion about this. What do you think? This is another person that's been in the industry in a different form. He's an athlete. We've heard from celebrities. We've heard from, you know, we've heard from, athletes now. We've heard it from everybody at this point. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.